Using Olympic scoring, we drop the high and the low, leaving Fury with 8 points. Next up is Piper Jackson.
Now, the inscrutable Piper brings an improvisational flair to the freestyle. You never know what he might do.
Absolutely. An amazing personality with an amazing story. And for a closer look, we go to AD Miles.
The obstacle course. It is a roadmap of adversity, a baptism by fire.
And it's a fitting analogy for the life of Piper Jackson. Of course, the obstacles in Piper's life haven't always been the kind that you could jump over, or dart around, or slink under. This is the story of a champion.
I spent a day with Piper as he showed me around his old hood, a rotting urban landscape of drug dealers, broken dreams, and filthy whores. Born on New York City's poorest street, in the poorest apartment building, on the poorest floor, Piper was the youngest of 7 children. Life in the ghetto was a struggle, and Piper soon fell in with the wrong crowd. Rodney Deakins, Piper's childhood friend.
Pipe dog, that's what we call him. He started going down the wrong road. Pretty soon, everybody knew he wasn't the one to f with.
Piper never fathomed that a single tragic event would cause him to rethink his hardcore lifestyle.
But it was on this corner, on a fateful night back in 1996, where Piper and 2 of his friends were involved in a routine gangland shooting that unexpectedly turned into a bloodbath.
Clover, one of Piper and Rodney's closest homeboys, was cut down in the crossfire. Piper was at a crossroads, forced to make the difficult choice between the dead-end life of a gangbanger or that of a wealthy superstar athlete. He found his answer on the obstacle course, turning to the sport as a way out of the hood. Piper's coach, Gene Owen.
No one can really understand what motivates him and drives him to the speeds that he gets to.
Piper's skills caught the eyes of pro scouts from the Syracuse Wildcats, who signed him to a lucrative deal. With his newfound wealth, he was able to move his family out of the hood and enjoy the spoils of stardom. But just when Piper thought adversity was behind him, he was stricken with a massive bacterial infection. His American dream was suddenly becoming an American nightmare.
No matter what we did, we couldn't get him to get back up on his feet. He was going downhill pretty fast.
Fortunately for the world, Piper's immune system began to work.
He bitch slapped that bacteria like you don't know.
Is it possible to bitch slap bacteria?
Hell yeah, mother.
Piper had stared directly into the face of death and said, "Not today, death, not today." His dark past now a distant memory. He is no longer known as Pipe Dog, but simply Piper Jackson, champion.
Thank you, Miles. A truly